Hey guys, we're at Home Depot. It's Tuesday morning. I ended up in the hospital late last night till about 2 in the morning. I don't want to talk about it here in Home Depot, but I'll talk about it later. Anyway, um, ended up in the emergency room and got home at about 2:30 or 3. Now me and Vinny got one little small job, and then he's going to drop me off at home and go do a couple small jobs himself, electrical jobs. The only reason why I'm doing this is because the Bellis, it's a staircase at an apartment, and the handrail, that little bracket underneath that holds it to the wall, is broken. So we're going to try to find it, go fix it, then he's going to drop me off at home, and I'm going to rest the rest of the day, but I'll let you know what happened. Anyway, talk to you in a little bit. Okay guys, we're gonna go fix that staircase rail, and then he's gonna drop me off home. I'm gonna rest, and I'm gonna share this story in case it helps somebody. I think it was Friday or Thursday. I was feeling like just gassy, normal gas, but it was on the left side. I have a hernia on my left side of my belly button, and I thought, well, maybe that thing's acting up, but the pain wasn't there. It was to the left of the hernia. And it started off not so bad. I just figured, hey, pretty soon I'll end up farting or something, right?
That's right.
Like Vinny. Never happened. Friday night, it got really bad, and I took some Gas X, those little green pills, and so I took a 2, then I took another 2, and it was getting worse, and then I couldn't stand still. I couldn't just sit, lay, or if the pain was so bad. So it was about 11 or 12 at night, and Vinny took me for a walk around the neighborhood, hoping you break yourself loose and possibly pass some gas and be okay, right? Well, nothing happened. And then I went back in the house and I took 2 Advil. Nothing. So then I said, fuck, now I'm almost on my knees. So pain. I was getting ready to go to the emergency room. I took 6 Advil. They're 200 milligrams each, so that was 1,200. I think I took 6, and then I took 4 more for a total of 10. And then within about 40 minutes, and I was on my knees, and Alicia was just trying to rub the area from the backside. And all of a sudden, it started to go away after I took all those Advil. So I'm thinking, okay, I just had a bad reaction to some food or who knows what. So then on Saturday, it happened again in the evening, but it wasn't as bad as Friday. So I right away went for the Advil. I took 8 Advil at one time, and sure shit, 40 minutes later, and then we went for a walk. It was like 1 in the morning, right? Wasn't it? 1 in the morning. And we went for a walk, and the reason why I'd walk is because it hurt so bad that you can't sit, lay, or just on your knees too long. It's just, the pain is so bad you gotta move, and you're hoping if you move something's gonna pass through or something. So I took I think it was almost 8 or 10 Advil at one time, and all of a sudden, about 20-30 minutes in the walk, I was limping, and it started to go away. That was Saturday. So Sunday, I stayed all doped up on Advil. I took it all day long, and it kept the pain away. I could feel it there, but it wasn't bad. So with that Sunday I kind of just nursed through the day, and then yesterday I went to work. We did that electrical job and a couple plumbing jobs, and it was there. The pain was there. I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the last job where we were fixing the trap, the guy says, "Would you like me to hold your camera for you and videotape that?" And I said, "No, I feel better standing." Because he could tell I was hurting, and he asked me what was wrong, and I was telling him. So anyway, I thought it was just like a bad case of appendicitis or something. I better call my doctor. And I had mentioned to the guy on the last job, yeah, I'm probably going to go into urgent care and, have him take my blood and see what's up. Anyway, I got home, and I was feeling pretty good because of the Advil. And then around 9 or 10 at night, it hit hard. I mean, it put me on my knees. So I go into the emergency room. I take about 12 Advil at one time. I mean, I popped the bottle on that thing, and I took I took 4 at a time. I was able to swallow 4 at a time, and I think I came to a total of 12. And I couldn't get in the car. It hurt so bad. Alicia was going to call 911. I said, no, I don't want to go that way. Anyway, I could tell within 15 minutes, I was getting ready to call the paramedics, to be honest with you, but I didn't tell Alicia that because she would have jumped all over that. Anyway, all of a sudden I felt a little relief. We get in the car, and we head that way. By the time we get to the emergency room where I'm in network, went to the actual emergency room, they got me in, and they did a CAT scan and blood work, and your piss and all that, urine. And about 1 in the morning, they had me diagnosed. They said I had kidney stones. But the good news is they'll pass. And went home. They gave me I guess it's called Norco. I guess same as Vicodin or generic for Vicodin. I don't know what it is. They gave me that, and they sent it to a 24-hour pharmacy. Alicia and I picked it up on the way home. I think we got home at like 2. By 3:30, the pain hit me again, and I took 2 of those, and nothing. So I already know there's not much they can do for me, and I know what it is now. I thought, well, shit, maybe I have a tumor growing in there. I got cancer, because that's how my dad died. And so once I knew, we actually jumped in the car, right, Vinny? We jumped in at 2:30. So anyway, I took the 2 Vicodin, and I took it about 1 because I felt it coming right from the pharmacy. Then I took another one, and it didn't work. In fact, here's the emergency room that I went to, right here. Memorial Care, right here. In their emergency, that it says Memorial Care, that big building right there. That's where I was twice yesterday. So what happened was, I got home, take the 2 Vicodin, nothing. So I went back to Advil. I took 10 of them, and then we jumped back in the car. By the time I got here in the parking lot, and we didn't come this way on purpose. This is where the job is. See, the emergency's right where it says Memorial Care. The emergency's right behind that. Anyway, with that being said, on the way over here, because of the Advil, I could feel it start to go away. So we walked in, and I was going to check in again, but I was feeling good. And I realized, there's nothing more they can do for me, and the lady kept asking me at registration if I wanted to check in, because they like it. They want to get you in. That's how they make their money. But the emergency's right down there where it says ambulance only. Anyway, ended up there twice last night. Once at around 8:30, and then once around 2:30 or 3 in the morning. Anyway, I knew that there wasn't much that they were going to be able to do for me, so I'd rather save some money. Went home. The Advil seems to work. So now what I'm doing is, they said I have 95% chance it'll pass in 3 or 4 days because of its location. It's out of the kidney and it's going to the left where my pain is. And they said it'll be passing soon, 95%. If not, I guess they got to break it up or something. Anyway, with that being said, that's what happened to me, guys, last night. So it started on Friday and finally ended up in the emergency last night. Alright, guys, we're gonna get to this job. Hey guys, look at this cover, man. Let me zoom in. Look at that thing. It's got pads on it over here. Look at the pads around it.
Looks like it even has vent holes on the top.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what the front looks like. I've never seen any bra like that before. Look at that. Alright, guys, we're here at the job. This is Costa Mesa. You remember we had that plumbing job here where we had to snake the drain, and we took the stack out for a water softener. Anyway, this is where we're at. You probably might recognize it. Anyway, we're gonna fix our handrail, and I'm going home and resting. Okay, these are pretty good. We're not gonna replace them all, guys, because these are a lot stouter than what I thought they were. Okay, go ahead and replace that one up there. Let me see. Let's see where it broke.
And the bracket itself.
Oh yeah, I see it right there. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. We're only doing one because only one's broke. And to do this to all three more. So if we were to do all three, we'd be running him up a bill for no reason. They're not broke. And he'd be like, because each one's going to take about 15 to 20 minutes by cutting the paint. All the screws are filled up with years of paint. So we sat here replacing each and every one at the end of, probably takes an hour and a half, because it's filled with paint. So we'd end up running them up a bill for no reason. So we'll just replace the broken one. He's still working at it. The screws are like really hard to get out because of all the paint. Okay guys, this thing's coming out in pieces. I can move down one. The heads are all stripped and we're just breaking it in pieces so we can get to the head better with vice grips. Over the years, these have been tightened up and stripped up and painted up. Alright guys, you got it off. Alright, here's the new one we're putting, guys, so you can see it. Alright. If you guys notice, one of the old hardwares didn't have a screw because they missed a stud. This one, which one didn't have a screw? That one was missing it. Well, what you could do, Vinny, is just run a screw in there and see if it catches wood.
Yeah.
If it don't, then just move it over. Okay. See, guys, there's no stud there. That's why there was a missing screw. So we're going to move it over slightly so we catch wood for all three holes. So go ahead and mark it with your stud finder. And move slower. Okay, go ahead and mark the center.
Center is right where this hole is.
Okay, go ahead and put it there. See what happens.
Right.
See, they put that one. See, that's why we're not. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. Go ahead and do it there. That's why it only had 2 screws, because They missed the stud. Do you have any lightweight spackle?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll patch that a little bit.
Alright, then I'll wait until I do the last one.
What? Do it.
I need an extension.
Oh, okay. Let's go get it. Push the wood to the wall. Okay, put a little lightweight spackle in that spot. Looks good. Almost. That looks pretty good on the side right there. You got it. Just a little on the right. That looks good. Don't touch it no more. It's good enough. Good job. How about on the top a little bit? I didn't see that. That looks pretty good. Just the side.
Leave more.
Just the edges now. I go to the edges. Let's see. Yeah, you can take your finger and rub the edges if you want. But clean your blade off a little bit. That looks good. It's right there. Leave that. And then next time we're here, put a little texture on it or something. So we'll just go with that. Guys, I think it's one of those covers at the dealerships that are changing. They're like changing the model and upgrading different features. They put these covers on it to kind of conceal it so their competitors don't see what's coming out. I think that might be what it is. So by putting all these pads on the top and then there, you can't really tell what the shape is going to be. I think that's what it's for. Camouflage. If you notice, they took the front emblem off, so there's no emblems. So that's the camouflage, I think. Alright guys, we're gonna get out of here. Alright guys, I'm really sleepy and tired. The pain started to come back and I took 6 Advil all at once, and within 20 minutes the pain started going away, but I don't let it get to where it used to get. So that's the whole thing. The minute I start to feel it, I take 6 Advil and 200 milligrams, and the minute I start to feel it, I take it, and it's supposed to stay that way until I pass the stone. So anyway, with that being said, Vinny's gonna drop me off home. I'll probably upload this video and then I'll take me a nice nap. I can't eat a lot because I've been eating like minute amounts, because number one, the food going in there while you got the pain is not, you're just not hungry. But when I am hungry, if I eat quite a bit, then when I need my medication, it won't work. If I put that on a full stomach, guaranteed it's not going to hit me. I'll end up having to put double. So when I do eat, I'm just eating small amounts. That way, if I need the medication. And that Norco they gave me, that was supposed to be some, I don't know, strong stuff or something. I had 2 in the middle of the night right before I went to the emergency. It didn't do shit. All I did was just went straight for the Advil. They say you're not supposed to mix the Advil with this, or not a lot with it, but fuck it. I was in so much pain that after I took the 2 Norco, I gave it like 30 minutes and then nothing. So then I took that, and man, Alicia was scared to death. She thought I was dying on the floor. Not on the floor, I was on my knees because I was trying to find a position that made me feel better, But anyway, I'm going to go home and upload this, and Vinny's going to go do 2 other electrical jobs on his own. Alright guys, home sweet home. Alright Vinny, take care buddy. Let me just take my shit here. Getting old guys, getting old. Alright Vinny, drive safe. If you get into a problem, just call me and I'll come over with my van.
Will do.
See you later. Alright guys, home sweet home. When you don't feel good, I tell you, nothing's better than home. Let's see here. I don't have no keys. Let's see what's going on here, guys. Maybe I'll ring. I hate when these fucking no soliciting guys don't understand what this means, and then they knock on my glass right here. I hate knocking on this shit. Then I do answer my door and I give them hell. Not hell, but I just say, hey man, you shouldn't be knocking on not stained glass, but glass. Oh, I was not. No, you weren't. Oh, there she is.
Hey, baby.
How you doing?
Tired?
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna get this video uploaded and we'll go from there.
Okay, Daddy.
Look at her go. Yeah, guys, this is what they gave me. They said I'm supposed to piss in this every time I go to the bathroom. And I'm not going to do that. I mean, rinse it out. Fuck, that's nasty shit. I guess I could get some of these at Home Depot. It looks just like a paint strainer.
In the painter department.
Yeah, in the paint department. Yeah, and then they gave me my instructions and all my results and shit like that. And they gave me this shit here. Hydrocodone with Tylenol in it. It's not that strong. Shit didn't even work. Alright guys.
Look at that. We go there.
Oh yeah.
5-5.
Well, you don't think they believe me, Al?
And then we return.
Well, that's the risk.
5-6.
Wow.
Oh god.
Yeah, I went twice. That's right.
That's what I'm
Look,
saying.
we went twice
I feel like
in
it
the
was
same day.
I thought it was an affair.
Yeah, we went then, and then we went then, 2 different times.
Yeah,
First time I got diagnosed and medication. Then then I went the second time, and I didn't register though.
For the first time. The second time we left.
Yeah, the second time we left, I sat there. The lady kept asking me if I wanted to register. They try to sucker you in there because they want that health insurance. Anyway, guys, talk to you later.